everyone. This is Dad. Say hi, Dad.
Maybe if I just don't say anything at all. Hi, Dad.
So we are getting into the first weeks of summer, and I was kind of craving something light and healthy for dinner tonight.
Okay, so what are we going to have?
We are going to have saffron rice pilaf with seared tilapia.
Oh, fish, my favorite. I am so ready for summer, and this dish is going to be the perfect way to start it.
Saffron rice is going to be quite a bit of chopping, so let's just dive right into it. We're going to start with celery, and I have 2 stalks here. You're going to slice it in half down the middle, and we actually want to leave decent sized chunks because we are, you want them to show up in the rice. You don't want it to just be boring.
Oh, I thought you were saying so it's easier to throw out the celery. No. That's what we do with celery.
Celery is delicious. So a good
Celery is delicious.
Celery is delicious.
Yes.
It's delicious with peanut butter and raisins. It's delicious just by itself.
So it's a delivery system for something else.
Yeah,
delicious.
ranch.
Yes.
Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and put all of these into a bowl. And because all of the items that we're going to use in the rice cook at the same time, we're just going to be able to throw it all into the bowl.
Yeah, okay.
Next is a carrot, just one. And we're going to take off the ends because they're kind of gross. And I like to cut it in half so it's a more manageable piece. And then down.
Okay. Carefully.
So we get nice flat surfaces. You know, you always say carefully, but you paid $50,000 for me to learn how to do this.
And I guess on this episode, I'm just kind of the old lady eye candy.
Yes, I'm going to let you chop up the carrots.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Something to do. Okay. All right.
I'll pare that down for you.
They're all prepared now.
Yep. So
Okay. Look at
try
this.
to keep it
Knuckle happy.
roughly the same size as the celery.
Okay. A little bit thicker.
Yep. Put your thumb behind your fingers.
No, it's hard to do.
I know. It takes some practice, but once you get it right. Thank you. And
You know, they used to say in the Wild West, it takes a lot of practice to learn to ride a cactus.
Oh my goodness. You can do the rest of the carrots. Do you ride cactuses often?
No, but I've heard they do in the West. I've heard it takes a little practice. Yeah, yes.
And then we're going to add one thing to our rice pilaf that's a little bit different, but adds a beautiful texture, and that is zucchini. It's fresh and in season right now. It's pretty.
I'm glad you said that because I almost said a cucumber.
A cucumber. No, zucchini. And we're only going to
Zucchini.
use half of it because it's quite a bit. So this we can slice into 4. And that's going to give us pieces that are roughly the same size as the carrot and the celery.
All right.
Slice it into 3. And then you can chop it again for me.
Oop.
There you go.
Excellent.
I'll get rid of our trash.
Same size?
Yep.
Okay, there's that.
And zucchini is one of my favorite vegetables in the summer. I used to grow it when we were living in Pennsylvania and we had the garden.
You are so talented.
I know. We each had a vegetable that we got to grow in the garden every year. My brother grew pumpkins, my sister grew watermelons, and I grew zucchini.
I remember that. You sabotaged your brother's pumpkin once.
I did.
And that caused a lot of acrimony in the family.
A lot of stress, and I got in a lot of trouble.
Yes, you did. Okay, well, thanks for bringing that up.
And then we're going to do the red pepper. And you could use a green pepper for this if you wanted to. I'm using red simply because I like the color. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the seeds.
Okay.
And the ribs. So this is the rib. You can see it's the little white part right here, and you can just peel it out. And we'll do the same with this rib. We're just going to peel it out.
The rib of the pepper.
It just has a weird texture and doesn't taste very good.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so here's a little one of M's tips. Get rid of the seeds. It's tempting to cut the pepper like this, but it has the skin on the outside, which makes it...
The knife slip.
Yeah, your knife slides.
Right, I've done that.
So flip it over, and now you have
Oh, no way.
a textured side to work with, and your knife goes right in, no problem.
Do you know how many times I've either cut myself or I, got scared to death because the knife went
Yep.
doing that?
And all you have to do is flip it over. Now you know.
$50,000 later.
That's why you paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you do the last piece.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you more than you know.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Put these in our
See, I
bowl.
almost turned it over. Okay.
It's almost like having a salad in your rice once you throw all these vegetables in.
I think the knife respects you more than me. It doesn't seem to flow the same way it does for you.
So you want to rock it. There you go. Let the knife do the work for you.
Like I rock the look of this shirt.
Go.
Okay. All right.
All right, the peppers are all in there. And now we are ready to saute. That's better. Now we're ready to saute. So I have a skillet here and it's heating up. I have it on pretty high heat actually.
Okay.
And we're gonna drizzle in the olive oil. So you can go ahead 3 times around the pan. We want about 3 tablespoons.
Drizzle assistant.
You're such a good drizzle assistant.
Yes, I am. Okay.
Keep going. We can do a little bit more.
Okay.
Because we're using a healthier oil. We're not using butter. So this is gonna give us, we can use more of it than we normally would.
More?
No, that looks good.
Okay.
And once this has come up to heat, I'm going to throw the vegetables in. And I have fresh herbs here. This is tarragon and oregano. For a dish like this, you don't need to chop up your herbs. You can just pick them off the stems.
Okay. You said saffron earlier.
Yes.
And I saw dollar signs in my eyes because saffron, isn't that really expensive?
Yeah, so saffron is the most expensive herb in the world. It can
look
go
at that.
up to about $100 an ounce, sometimes more.
For that much, it's $100?
It can be, yeah.
Oh my
It's
word.
difficult to harvest, and that's what makes it so expensive. But it's going to give our rice a really nice yellow color. And
Anything you could substitute if you don't want to spend $100 on saffron?
you can just not use it.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, absolutely. All right, so the pan is nice and hot. We can add in our vegetables,
Okay.
and you just throw them all in together. And then you get to be the seasoner today.
All right. So I'm going to do like you. I'm going to take a generous pinch here.
Yep. All over with salt and pepper. And what the salt does, it's going to help the vegetables release their liquid, the water that's inside of them.
Okay.
So they'll
Pepper?
cook faster. Yep.
Okay.
And you can do more.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, I'm just going to stir these around so they get coated in the oil. And now we're just going to let these saute for a couple minutes, and then we will add our garlic and herbs, our rice, and our liquid.
So Emma's going to tell you she's been working on her tan. Emma, tan, no, not so much.
It's the beginning of summer. I've been working on my tan. I'm ready for something a little healthier and lighter.
Her tan.
All right, so we'll
getting
call
close?
those good.
Okay.
All right. So now we are at the stage we can add in our garlic. And this is about 2 cloves of minced garlic. Can you stir that in for me?
All right. Stirring assistant.
And we're going to leave a few herbs for the end so that we can garnish the fish with them. Sprinkle these in. Yeah, that's good. And now the saffron. You're going to do a generous pinch.
Yeah, about $1,000 worth.
Like $1,000 worth.
That's
And we're just going
It's
to
not that
sprinkle
bad.
that in. And it's going to start releasing its golden color really quickly. And then also I'm going to just slice this lime a little bit. You don't actually have to slice it all the way through. And then you can squeeze it.
Yeah, get in there. Come on, some elbow grease. Squeeze it.
Okay, and we'll
All right.
save the rest of it for the fish. Put it right in here.
Excellent.
All right, now do you want to add in our rice?
I do. All right. Let me grab the rice, and I'm just going to, sprinkle this around?
Sprinkle it over?
Okay. This is not cooked.
Nope.
Wow.
So this is half a cup of basmati rice. It's a long grain rice. And this one you cook with a ratio. So we did, it's one cup of water per half a cup of rice.
Growing up in Detroit, I used to know a guy named Basmati.
Did you?
Yeah, he didn't mess with Basmati, man. He was very well connected. Yeah.
Okay. So now can you pour in our liquid?
All right, all of it?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Beautiful. And this is going to steam for about 20 minutes. And when we come back, it will be fluffy and delicious.
All right, wonderful.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, now we're ready to move on to the
Her
fish.
name is Bambi.
Stop. Focus.
Dad?
Okay.
Bambi? Oh, okay.
Drizzle the pan with olive oil about two to three times around.
Yes, okay.
You do that. I'm going to season the fish. This is tilapia.
So I've always wondered how you choose which fish for what. I'm going to ask her about that.
So when you're at the grocery store, you really want to make friends with the people at the fish counter. They're going to know what's freshest, what they just brought in, and honestly, they're going to be able to help you if you don't know what you're looking for.
All right, so talk to me about different types of fish. Yeah, that's a tilapia. Talk to me about what cod and haddock and
Yeah.
grouper and red snapper and the different fishes that you can get.
So cod and haddock are going to be flaky, white fishes. They're going to have a more meaty texture. They're going to be kind of your easiest fish to eat if you're not a fish fan.
Okay, so they're not real fishy fish.
Right.
Okay.
And then grouper, that's a bottom dweller. So it soaks up a lot of the mud and stuff around it, and that is going to be a really fishy fish.
Okay, so some people like fishy fish.
Some people love fishy fish. Mackerel, grouper, those are going to be your more oily, heavier flavors.
Okay, all right, yep. What about...
While this is going, I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lime on it. Fish loves citrus.
what about like swordfish? My favorite is swordfish. Hey, Ems, next time can we do swordfish?
Sure. Yeah, so swordfish and tuna both have really great textures
Yeah.
that hold up well to a high heat. They're beautiful for grilling. That's what I like to
Yeah,
do
it's like
with
a
them.
steak almost. It's really
Yeah.
thick and dense.
Well, that's what you call it, a steak, a tuna steak, a swordfish steak.
Okay.
So fish does not take very long. It takes about 10 minutes per inch. And this one's about half an inch thick. So it's only going to take about 5 minutes to fully cook through. And
So like
you
I
can-
did that math in my head?
Yeah, that was fast math.
6th grade, babe, right there. Okay.
So you can see it starting to get white around the edges, and
can.
that's how you know that it's time to flip.
Okay.
I'm just gonna grab this. And I'm using a fish spatula, which is just because I have it. If you don't, a regular spatula is fine.
Okay.
All right, that's gonna go for another couple of minutes, and then we're gonna plate it up with the rice, and we're gonna eat.
And just to let you know, I use the fish spatula on the pancakes. It works fine.
All right, we're here. Everything's ready. Let's plate. So
All right.
we are going to start with this beautiful saffron
It
rice.
just is so colorful.
And you can pile quite a bit of it because it's mostly veggies. I'm just going to scoop that in there. I like a nice full mound of it. There we go.
Yep.
It's way more than I could ever eat, but... And then we're going to plate the fish right on top, kind of off to the side a little bit so you can see all of that. And now we're going to eat it.
Okay. So if we were at a fancy restaurant, we'd clean that up a little bit and put some parsley or something
Yeah,
on it.
we're going to sprinkle our herbs on it.
Oh, that's perfect.
And then you can squeeze a little lime because fish love citrus. There we go. And you could even drizzle a little olive oil just to give it that beautiful glisten. There we go. All right.
All right. Oh,
Dig in.
my fork. Here we go. Let me take this
I'll
little
let you
piece
go
from down
first.
here.
And I'm going to try some of this rice over here.
Try both together.
Oh, yeah. I got some of that zucchini
Oh my
in there.
word. That doesn't need tartar sauce or anything.
Oh my gosh. You're not...
That's a dad thing. Tartar sauce on everything.
We're learning.
Awesome.
I'm glad you like it.
Very good. Wow. That is satisfying.
All right, everyone, make sure that you tune in next week for our newest episode of Cooking with Dad. And like and subscribe below. Leave a comment if you have a recipe you'd like to see us try or just any sarcastic comments you want us to see.
Okay.
We'll be back next week. I'm Chef M. This is Dad. Say bye, Dad.
Well, I guess not saying anything isn't working. Bye, Dad. Hi, Dad.
Hi. So,
That was awkward.
It's okay.
I'm having a moment.
Right.
It's my turn.
Hi, Dad.
Hi. I'm sorry.
Hi, Dad.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Hi, Dad, the barbarian. Hi, Dad, the extraordinary. Hi, Dad. Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm looking at you, and now you can go.
Okay. Hi, Dad.